today we're going to be fixing this. It's been broken. Well, I haven't really driven it since like September. I'm sorry if you can't hear me. It's really windy, like it always is out here. It just had a lot of problems last year. It's stopped me from being able to drive it, and it got stuck. And then right before winter, I blew an oil cooler line, and the car got stranded. Tow truck came, broke more stuff, and it's been lifted up and stuff. And it's like May now, so I haven't had my daily, and we're about to fix it. Right now I have a staggered setup. I've got a 9.5 in the back, 8.5 in the front. Now, well, 8.5 in the front with a big spacer. It's really hard to find like a tire, you can't get I need a 235, I need a 215, 35, 18, and you can't find one, except for there's one company that makes one, and I forgot who it was, but it's junk, which like, I don't know if you can see, but like didn't stretch at all. So now I'm going to be running a square setup, which means I can have more concave on the faces, and it just looks better without having that spacer. That extra inch on the inside, because I'm cambered, it'll raise the car up, even if it's a little bit. Anything helps with this car. I hope that puddle down there isn't transmission fluid, because that's scary. So yeah, this is probably just going to be a time-lapse video like always, and we're going to get this going. But I also got 1 inch shorter springs in the back, because I thought I had the shortest ones before, so we'll be tucking now, and it'll get rid of some of that rake. But yeah, I really hope that's not transmission fluid, and it's just water because it rained. So I accidentally deleted my outro when I went to go clear out some stuff on my memory card when I went to go edit. I don't remember what I said, so I'll show you the car. I'm really happy with this new stance. I've been driving it around for like a month, have not destroyed the lip, barely scraped. I've only frame banged like once, and it was yesterday. But it wasn't even really a frame bang, but the lip did scrape a little bit. I guess I'm happy with the back for sure. The front, I don't remember exactly how much camber this has, but I do want to match the front to the back. It just looks a little weird. It looks like there is like no camber in the front, even though my camber plates are maxed out. So I either have to get adjustable LCAs and widen the track width, which I don't want to do because then I'm going to have to get some different outer tie rods, or I'll just get some top hat camber plates that you have to notch the strut tower and it goes over, which is, I don't know, I already kind of cut up the car, and plus I'm going to be doing over fenders, so it doesn't really matter. But I'm super happy with this car. Might do a different roof spoiler, kind of debating on that. Once we get this thing all finished and I don't have to be dumping money into it anymore, I do have a few more things I want to do. I want to do an M3 rear bumper, do some tasteful blast pipes, like a quad tip chrome blast pipes on the back. Obviously I'd have to switch to a coupe front bumper, even though I like the trim, but it would just look weird having no rear bumper with it. We can talk about this now a little bit. Okay, first, really just waiting on my engine harness. They told me it would be 1 to 2 weeks to wait for them to actually start working on it, to repin it, because I already have a new ECU. I have the Infinity. I'm just getting my engine harness repinned for that, and I waited 2 weeks, called them, and they said that they've just been really busy and it's going to be another 2 to 3 weeks before they are able to get it on the bench, which sucks because now I'm not going to be able to take it to, I'm not going to be able to drive this to final bout like I wanted to. At least on the bright side, I should hopefully be able to drive this to the second final bout at Toronto, the big one, the one that like really matters, I guess. So that sucks. Going over here, painted my valve cover red, didn't like it, painted it black again. I have a DA sander now, so I was actually able to sand the letters, so I'm happy about that. Why it's all jacked up and stuff right now, when you have a sunroof car and you go to put a Cusco cage in it, or a bolting cage I should say, apparently they did make a cage for sunroof cars. Basically a sunroof car, the headliner just sits lower. You can run these cages in a sunroof car obviously, but you have to cut your sunroof in half. It still works and goes up and down and everything, you just don't really have a headliner, which I know you can't see, but luckily I painted the car the same color it was, so that doesn't look weird. If it was like blue or green and the car's red on the outside, but then like the headliner is some other color. So the sunroof still works, still goes up and down. Just can't go back because I had to cut the rails. And when I did have this car sitting out in the snow, when I was painting stuff and couldn't have it in here, like how I painted the roof spoiler. I got a roof spoiler. I used to have one of these. Threw it on, didn't like it. but now I want to try it again. It looks a lot better with how much better the car looks now with the new paint, the Ganadors, the better fitting hood, just all the stuff that I did change. The styling just looks a lot better, in my opinion. Repainted the cooling panel and the grill because it was coming out kind of weird last time I painted it, sanded it back. You guys hopefully saw that video. If you didn't, go back and watch it. And I just painted a different trunk and some other stuff. Yeah, so when I had it outside when I was doing that, the water goes down in the drip tray. This like kind of slopes down so the water drains. It's like that. From the back, the water goes down in the drip tray into there and drips down onto my expensive seats. So that was no good. The seats would just get soaked, and unfortunately when it was outside we had a super bad storm and there was like sitting water in the seats. So to get the sunroof out, I had to pull the front half of the cage out, and to do that I had to jack the car up to unbolt it from the floor. And I made these little plates to block it off in the hole so I can hopefully put it back to the hose, because there's a hose that runs in the C pillar and the A pillar and then like somewhere, I don't know, probably like in the drip tray in the trunk, or I don't know. So that's now capped off. I JB welded it. No point in paying someone to weld all that because it's aluminum, and there's just no point. Maybe, I don't know if that, I think it's made of aluminum. But anyway, I just JB welded it, made that hole. Obviously the hole is like, it's just, doesn't sit like quite at the bottom, so water will sit in there, whatever. It's still better than it was at least. And this way it shouldn't drip into the car, and I should actually be able to have the car outside in the rain, because that was a big problem. And I don't know, I just didn't really have much to do right now because I'm waiting on my harness. So I figured I'd just knock that out this weekend. But that's just an update on this. Want to get this thing done as soon as possible. I mean, it's been done for a while. It's out of my hands. Just like the Civic. It's out of my hands, can't really do anything, and it sucks. So if you did watch all of this, I really, really appreciate you, and drop a like, I guess. If you want to see more content, like my daily BMW, you want to see content with this, whatever, think I'm funny, I don't know. Actually, follow me on Instagram. I don't think I've ever shouted out my Instagram. I'm super active on there. I post like a lot. I'm not annoying, whatever. Follow me on there, post some funny stuff, memelord.jord, wherever. But yeah, thanks for watching. I really appreciate it, and hopefully I will see you in the next one. Comment Bethany if you made it this far too. Thank you.